also another significant player which I would like Akash to talk about. So we have Nicholas Pooran over there, 16 crore. Akash, what do you have to say about him?
If you see his graph, I think he started playing IPL from 2018, and I think Punjab was the team where he sustained for 2 straight years. That was the only phase where he got an equal amount of money. But if you, on the whole, if you see his graph, it has always gone up. That in that sense he is quite lucky because he is always among the money, and this time he has crossed all the limits, because 16 crore is not is not a lesser amount. And he's, I think, if I'm not wrong, he is the now the fourth most expensive player in the IPL history, who has been sold in the tournament. And like yesterday, in fact, Soumya, when he was speaking to Chris Gale, he quipped that Nicholas Pooran owed him a lot of money, and now since he is rich, he can give him return his money. But jokes apart, yeah, Nicholas Pooran have been under fire lately because he wasn't among runs, be it in the international, his international fixtures, or what we saw him in the last season. But yes, the kind of personality with he comes into the picture, the ability he has, and those big shots he can hit. He is one of the players who can take the game single handedly, take the team home single handedly. He has an array of shots in his book. So yeah, 16 crore, like I said, Caribbean players are always the favorite in IPL. And not only in IPL, in all the other T20 leagues across the world, they that is their forte. They like to play this format, and when it comes to a player like Nicholas Pooran, I think 16 crore rupees is totally justified.
And I had
Yeah,
a chat with Gale after his he was picked by Lucknow. Gale talked about the way he has spent time with Andy Flower and also KL Rahul during his Punjab Kings days. But my concern about Nicholas Pooran is, where do you play him? Because it's a pretty steady lineup. Where do you play him? That's a question I have for Nicholas Pooran, because you can't really drop, or you can't really remove players like Kunal Pandya from the middle order, or Karan Sharma has been doing pretty good in the domestic circuit as well. Quinton de Kock you have, then Manan Vora is also someone who can chip in with brisk runs, and obviously KL Rahul, who opens the inning. Ayush Badoni scored a 50. He is still a lot to prove, but he's a talented lad. So my concern is, where do you play him?
yeah, that's an important question, But also on those lines, I remember if you see the T20 World Cup, how West Indies team went out of the qualifiers only. And then everyone was talking about Nicholas Pooran, that what kind of captaincy he did, the way he batted as well, that was under the scanner. Now, coming into the IPL, getting 16 crores, everybody was surprised. And Akash, I mean, as Soumya rightly pointed out that question, and it's a significant one to answer, that was he capable of that, and is his this money is worth of his performances of late, what he will bring up to LSG? That's also a big question.
Well, if I speak about his capability, then yes, he is a capable player and worthy of this price tag. Now, as you stated about his performance in the T20 World Cup, I would say I think it was a pressure of captaincy, because if a team doesn't perform, then ultimately, the pressure surmounts the captain. It mounts on the head of the captain, and if the captain succumbs, then the entire unit falls. That was the case with West Indies, that they could not make it to the Super 12. But what we have seen him right from his younger days, and in fact in his past seasons, Nicholas Pooran is someone whom you can rely in the death overs when there is a situation like what generally Dinesh Karthik does for RCB. And now, when it comes, like Soumya rightfully mentioned, where would you play him? Because I think LSG is seeing him as a wicketkeeper batter. He rightfully falls in that category. But at the same time, you also have a Quinton de Kock, who has been one of your retained players, a top opener. He has and he is a proven opener, a proven wicketkeeper batter. He has been one of the picture boys of South Africa cricket, poster boys of South Africa cricket. So Now that is a kind of, a tussle will be there, a selection dilemma when the LSG think tank will sit down on the table and before they come up with a final playing 11. But yes, it's not going there is no doubt that Nicholas Pooran will not get a game. He will definitely get a game, because after all, the franchisee has spent so much of money. I'm just afraid that he doesn't face a fate like, Ishan Kishan, what happened with him in the last season. Ishan Kishan also backed a hefty amount from the Mumbai Indians, I guess somewhere around 16, 17 crores.
Yeah.
And then he had a very poor season before hit back to form. But as I said, with big, with big opportunities come big responsibility. Now that depends upon Puran how he deals with it. Obviously, he is richer by several notches, but now he has that burden to justify that thing. But the kind of support staff LSG has, and the kind of captain he has, KL Rahul, whom he knows very well from the Punjab background, Punjab franchisee background. So it won't be a tough task for him to to go out there and play his hearts out. But once again, we have to wait and watch how he deals with it, and if he justifies that 16 crore price tag or not.
I guess Lucknow would have picked him to implement that impact player concept.
Yeah,
Probably that can
Yeah.
be one aspect that they'll be looking for, because a brisk an aggressive batsman who can just chip in with some probably a 30 of 15 or 16, and it does a job for them. So probably that's the concept they've implemented, but still a huge amount for that too.
Yeah, right. Because there are two important things now, the impact player concept and what Nicholas Pooran will be doing. But one thing which was very interesting in this conversation was the highlight where Soumya mentioned about his chat with Chris Gale, and we have it for all our viewers. So let's just see that what Chris Gale had to say about Nicholas Pooran.
So now we have Chris Gale with us from Geo Cinema Studios. Hi, Chris. Hey, you again? First things first. Yeah, man. Where is Nicholas Pooran taking you for the party tonight? Sorry? Where is Nicholas Pooran taking you for the party tonight? You know what? Nicholas Pooran owe me some money, and right now I need to get paid. You know what I'm saying? He's rich now, so he need to pay me. Nah, I'm happy for him, man. I'm happy for him. To be picked up for such a lump sum, So it's fantastic to see Nicholas Pooran, and he's going to a place where Andy Flower worked with him already. KL Rahul-led being a part of his the Punjab 11 as well. So they know what his capabilities are. So I'm sure they're excited about it as well. And talking about big money, Jason Holden has also got a buyer.
The big lad
Yeah,
had to say some good words for his good friend.
yeah, that was, I was just saying, well, he had to say some good words for Nicholas Pooran.